Alexander Pichushkin's murderous spree in the early 2000s shocked Russia and the world. Known as the Chessboard Killer and Bitsa Park Maniac, Pichushkin killed as many as 60 victims in Moscow's Bitsa Park, aiming to fill every square of a chessboard with his murders. His crimes revealed the mind of a cold, calculating killer who took pleasure in luring vulnerable victims to their death. Pichushkin's first known murder occurred in 1992 when he was just 18. But it was 14 years later in 2006 when his killing spree finally ended with the murder of his co-worker Marina Moskalyova. His victims were often elderly homeless men whom he lured from Moscow streets and train stations with promises of free vodka. Once they were intoxicated, Pichushkin would murder them brutally with blows to the head from a hammer or vodka bottle before dumping their bodies in his home park. What drove Pichushkin to commit such heinous acts? His childhood and adolescence may provide some insight. As a child, Pichushkin suffered head trauma after falling from a swing, which needed surgery to relieve swelling around his brain. Some experts speculate this early head injury disrupted his brain function and ability to control violent impulses. Adding further trauma, his mother also constantly demeaned him while doting on his brother, leading to lifelong resentment. As Pichushkin reached adolescence, he began torturing small animals and expressing fascination with murderers like Russia's most notorious serial killer, Andrei Chikatilo. Classmates also reported Pichushkin's attempts to push friends into a sewer. He left school in his teens, held odd jobs around Moscow, but soon descended into alcoholism and homelessness as he began acting on his violent fantasies. When Pichushkin was finally arrested in 2006, he not only readily confessed, but seemed to revel telling police about his crimes in detail. Chillingly, he hoped to fill every square on a chessboard with his victims, with an aim of 64 kills. By his count, he had killed 61 people, claiming this would make him Russia's most prolific killer to outplay Chikatilo's official victim count of 53. Thankfully, police stopped Pichushkin before he could fully realize his sadistic goal. His case showed the emergence of a completely remorseless killer, one driven by ambition, pride in his crimes, and desire to gain control through killing the vulnerable. In many ways, the chessboard killer's crimes left an indelible mark on Russia's national memory and consciousness that the most harmless situations could suddenly turn deadly at the hands of a friendly-faced murderer.